palettes here. But good news, I'm making good views. I think I'm kind of out of it, kind of like. You don't even see that. At least I have more room here, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. Jesus said, I will. And okay. My boobs are kind of out of the picture. Okay. This. There's not enough light over here now. Ugh. Still not enough light. I want you to be able to see what I'm doing. Can you see my eyes well? I don't know. I'm looking inside the camera. But anyway, let's get to it. Okay, I'm gonna use this one first, right here. It's very light, pretty good base. Since my primer set. Get a lot off that. Wish I can switch this over here. I don't know. Can you? Okay. Okay. I can see what I'm doing. So I'm looking in another mirror. But hopefully you can see everything accurately. I should have this closer to me, this camera. But I know where I can put it. But this, I guess put everything closer to me? I don't know. God, why does it have to be so hard to find the perfect angle? Like, so weird. But good news is, this is a pretty good palette. It's pretty good. So he didn't disappoint with his pink palette, so that's cool. I like it, the fact that it doesn't have too many shimmers. I'm gonna turn on this fucking light. Hopefully I don't have too much light. Okay. Jesus, take the wheel, take the line. Wait. They think it's so bulky and you can't do anything with it. Maybe let's sit right here. I'll slide this down. With everything falling away from it. Now you can see into the hallway. This is horrible. Okay, this is gonna have to do. This is gonna have to do. Hopefully, you can see me accurately. Okay, let's work on the other side. Okay. Okay. I'm so stressed out. It's unbelievable. Okay, I'm gonna use this Packer brush. There's also Morphe. This is from their Disney collection. Okay, I'm gonna use a darker color. I think I'm gonna go to this one. I haven't used this one yet. I know it's not. This setup is not gonna stay like this. So. And then kind of fade out right here because I have plans for that area. Did pretty good with what it did. Okay. This is Beauty Killer shade. I like the first Beauty Killer. I hated the second. That was horrible. I mean, it gave a new definition to horrible. Okay, I'm gonna kind of fluff that out of there. Okay. Okay. May have to zoom in a little bit on this video. That's okay. Just make sure you see me. You see my eyes, what I'm doing. Because you may be following it. Who knows? I don't think anyone followed me, but probably just watch me just to laugh. But anyway, I'm laughing at myself, so that's okay. Completely okay. Do you see the rest of this? No. The point is I'm trying. Right? Okay. Then I'm giving it my all. Yeah, that's the point, right? Yeah. It's not the destination, I think it's just the size. Yeah. It's the climb. Doesn't matter how I get there. It's the climb. That's one of my songs. But if you're laughing, I'm entertaining you, so that's cool. Okay. Hopefully my skin is better. I moisturized it like heavily. So hopefully it's a lot better, and my moisturizer, tinted moisturizer as well. Yeah, you shouldn't have the moisturizer, usually have tinted moisturizer, right? Bullshit. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna stick I think I'm gonna go to this one and then use this one. This one's a shimmer, but it kind of acts like a thick highlighter, like literally chunky highlighter. So that's kind of cool. So I'm gonna use the pink one first. Okay. I didn't use any extra primer. Yeah, I know, bad Amanda. But I don't think I need it with this. It's really showing up. Okay. Okay, I need to get that connect down to my line here. Doesn't look weird. Then you get this to blend a little bit. I kind of like how this turned out. Sometimes it takes a little bit of practice, I guess. Okay. Try it on the other side. I'm not a makeup artist. I have dabbled in art through my youth years and did paintings for friends and family and stuff. But I'm not a makeup artist. I could be if I put enough effort into it and everything. I'm pretty sure it could be. But I work with different, phases and color. Other than me. I think definitely improved my skills. I just call myself a makeup reviewer. Mostly I review eyeshadows. So sometimes I do looks that are horrible. Sometimes I do looks that are almost there. Sometimes I do very beautiful looks. Trying to get that white one. I'm onto this one now. Prices, Crown. This one. I feel like I can get it show up a little bit more. I think this is turning out very nice. I really like how this is turning out. It's blending like a dream. It's really great. Sometimes you don't know if it's the palette or you. I think it is a very good palette. So I would pick it up if you love pink or you want a pink palette. Pick this one up, and I think you'll be very happy with it. Even if you don't like Jeffree Star, yeah, it's the product that matters. I think he did really well with this one. I wish he did as well. Like, I wish he did this one much better. Like he did this one. This one was horrible. My favorite color is purple. But mine was even worse than anybody's else's because they were too pressed. The mattes were way too pressed. If you don't know what I'm talking about, how they make eyeshadows, they press it with heat. And obviously, it was just way too pressed. So I couldn't pick anything up with my brushes. Very pretty. Can't say. Very pretty. Very happy the way this turned out. Very, very happy. It's very pretty. Okay, I'm gonna go into this shade here. This is the Morphe palette. And it's like, I think 2 years ago? I don't know. Okay. Underneath my eyebrows there. Cool. Do this now. Okay. Okay. It's so hard. Like, the hardest thing to be on YouTube is actually camera angles. The editing is not that hard. When you get it down, you know how to use technology. It's okay. It's good. Editing's good. If you have time to realize what you're doing, sometimes I watch my baby, and she feels like I'm not paying enough attention to her. She'll freak out on me. She's definitely an only child, to just say that. But anyway, editing is fine when you get it down and you can pay attention to what you're doing. It's good. Oh, my nose. Oh, my nose having difficult days like that. Oh, it wants to look like cake face. Okay. Just pat it down. Pat, 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 pat. Just keep doing that. The hard things about YouTube is really the as you just saw, it's getting the perfect angle. That is it feels like it's never going to happen, and it feels like it's never going to be a perfect angle. It's really hard. Okay, let's go down here a little bit. Just really, really, really hard. I'm not gonna lie, it's like fucking hard. Of course, getting views. But I haven't gotten a lot of views lately. A lot of views. Stuff that I think it would only get like 12 views. I've got like 50 or 60. I don't know where these people are coming from. I think people are boycotting TikTok. Honestly. And they're going back on YouTube. That's why I'm getting views. I've been doing YouTube about 3 years. Wow. I'm pretty passionate about makeup. My favorite thing, obviously, to do is eyeshadow. Okay, I think it's a lot better. It's still looking kind of cakey though. But at least the staining's gone around my lips. Well, last video I tried for the first time. Jeffree started licking lips. So it took me forever. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna take this finishing powder. I think it will look so much better. Smile. It's pretty good finishing powder for a cheap brand. Ah. Ew. Yeah, my skin's still dry. It's like flaking up. And it's going into my hair. Okay. But it's looking okay. It's not bad. It's not bad. Not bad. I just need to brush my hair a little bit because my hair. Oh my god. Look at this. You can't see anything from the mirror. Thank god. Okay. Okay. That looks really good actually. It's almost perfect. Not perfect, but it's almost there. Like, it's almost there. Okay. My eyebrows. They're looking kind of weird. Okay. 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 Yeah, I have dry skin. I just need to do it relentlessly for a few days. Like relentlessly moisturize and it'll be fun. I've been sick, so lately. So probably what's going on. fill those in at the end. So many people don't do this on camera because it's like hard and they don't want you to see their mistakes. I don't think that's being human. You're going to make mistakes because you're a human being. And they want to trade image that they're just flawless. That's not realistic. No one's flawless. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna wet this and clean out his lashes. Okay. It's been a long video. I need to seriously edit this video. I know I don't use mascara because I have pretty long lashes on their own, but I kind of just want to use it. Fuck proof mascaras by Jeffree Star. Oh, I need to do my under eyes first. Jeffree Star approved. Yeah. I've been meaning to try these on my husband. Okay. I've been meaning to do a lot of things with my husband. Haven't got around to it. Okay. Been so busy. Okay, I think I'm gonna use the Nightmare for Christmas brush. Kind of go to pink underneath it, but I kind of just want to not do pink. Nothing here. No browns or anything in here. Don't make much browns in here either. It's got black. Now will black take away from it though, or bring it out more? I just go with pink. Okay. Do 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 do. Okay. Strawberry Youth. I'm gonna go with this one. If I don't say it, I'm going to put it on the screen so you know which one I'm using. Strawberry Youth is very youthy. It helps if you have an angled brush like this when you're doing this very sensitive area. I think I'm going to use that highlighter shade again down here. This shade's not very pigmented. It should just take me one time, but it doesn't. It's not very pigmented. My gaze. I'm going to start drinking more energy, more flavored vitamin water. Because I feel like I'm getting sick again, and I do not want to get sick again. Even though it doesn't last that long, like 3 days. But it's 3 days, like, I can't even, like, take care of my child that well. Like, I'm not at my best when I'm sick. And she deserves better than that. So, okay. I'm very happy how this is turning out. Did I say that? My skin looks okay. It can be better, but it's still dry, but So you see this? Whoa. That shimmer. Good. I wonder should I go over it one more time? Or just leave it alone because it's perfectly blended in. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna take this shade here and put that in the freaking corner. Hopefully it stays put. And then go in my eyeball. So I don't want to see glitter for a month. Maybe. It's not gonna stay in that long. It'll be there for a day. Cause your eyes water to get it out, like naturally. Okay. It's kind of blending with the pink, which is kind of cool. Very delicate area. Well, your whole eye is a very delicate area. Probably really shouldn't be doing this with your eye. Like they say, the eyes are the window of the soul. So you make it look all colorful. So people feel intimidated. I think that's why we put on makeup on our eye. We make our lips look orgasmic. And our eyes, we make them stand out. I think it's a nature thing. Men used to do it in tribes. I think I should use the pink. Actually, women didn't wear makeup until very recently in history. It's just the men did it. But I need to shake this up. Ah. Okay. I like that this is a skinny wand. I like skinny wands. But I like other things bulky. I don't want it too heavy. Then it looks like freaking spiders. This is a little dry. And go away. Okay. I don't use fake lashes because it looks weird on me. Because I have such long lashes, you can see my real lashes underneath the fake ones really bad. Like, it's so noticeable. I'm a little horny, can you tell? Okay. I'm glad when we get settled, so me and my husband could have a sex life again. And I want another child. I want a boy. I'm not sure if that's possible, but I think I'm just gonna try. You know, it kind of scares me. You know, childbirth is not an easy thing. It's a scary thing. And I need a C-section with my daughter. But I would like to have a boy and a girl. And like, part of me thinks I'm being too greedy. Like, I should just be proud for what I do have. But I don't think you should rest on your morals, to be honest. I should wait until we're settled here and then try again for a boy. Because last time, we were trying, but I had a miscarriage. But it was just too soon after the C-section, I think. The child didn't even form correctly, like it should have. So all I did is swell. Okay. Yes, I talk about personal things on my channel. So I think it's important. Especially when, other females are tuning in. Like, it's important to have dialogue, to have conversations about serious things. Yeah. Yeah. You don't know who's listening. You may be getting hope to someone else. So I'm never going to stop being personal. It's just not going to happen. Okay. So if you have a problem with that, I will say I'm not a channel for you. Just saying. You would be happier watching someone else. I'm going to use these. I don't know. Should I use red when I'm wearing pink? I don't know. Okay. Okay, I'm going to put this needle here. I think I'm going to put a little blush on too. I'm not going to make it too crazy. I'm very happy how this turned out. I wish my skin was better, but this is fantastic. I'm very happy with it. Okay. Okay. You hear the image. Trying to follow my bone here, where my cheeks is. My cheeks are high up, so when I smile, okay, I can see it over here. I can't see it over here. It's a smile. That's okay. My husband calls these two teeth my little fangs. He calls them my fangs. I think I need to moisturize this real fast. Oh, I said I would get blush on. This is bronzer in the blush. This kind of shows up kind of orangey. So we'll see. Hopefully I don't ruin my look. Okay. Is there bronzer and the blush in the dual? Yes, much better. Okay. So awesome. I'm gonna keep saying it because I think so. Okay. I'm putting more blush on. This is my Morphe. This is like a glitter and a blush in one. You do need primer on to put this on because it kind of gets everywhere, but I'm just gonna do a little bit. She said. Okay. Okay. Add that thing going. Cool. Gotta do a little dramatics. Okay. Now I need to moisturize. This is seed oil. Okay. They put out Avatar palette recently. It's like $40. I like Avatar, but and it's practically a mini palette. I looked at I saw it at Ulta. Yeah, me and Ulta are getting better being friends now that they have new employees. They're a lot better now. But it was a little dry, but you can't see it in the camera. I can barely see it, but you know me, and just over where I'm looking for, over obsess over things. Everything's in. I think me and her are gonna be friends. Hidden Hills are gonna be friends. If she would cooperate. So has such small lips, nudes are my friend. Still need something shiny. My lips need to be more shinier to balance this out. Dang, there's one lipstick. Yeah, this is Crystal Kiss. You need to let it sit for a little bit. So I took it on gloss. Okay. It's better. I do want a little like, so I think I need to go looking for his site and get a little bit. This is too close to my shade. I need a little bit more pinkier. This one, but this one's pretty cool. But I need just a little bit more pinkier than this. The reds are just too bold. I don't know, for me. You can see it, dry skin, but oh well. Okay. But anyway, and so this one's pretty good palette. I gotta say it's pretty good, pretty standard. I would say it's the best one. My palette. Oh no, and it's staining. That's why it needs to be slick, like this one, so you don't stain it easily. Yeah, it has to slick every year. Whatever. But anyway, so this is okay. It's not the most terrific thing I've ever had. But I have tried a lot of palettes, so I think you would be very happy with this. This is a great pink palette. This is fantastic, actually. No, I think his green one is the best one. The green one, absolute best one he has ever made. Like reorganizing stuff. I have a habit of not putting things in the place I put them. But anyway, I think it's turned out okay. Can be better if I didn't have dry skin. But it has looked worse before, so I should be pretty happy. So this is the whole look. Whole look. So if you hate it, thumbs down. But if you like it, thumbs up. And hope you would subscribe if you think I'm pretty good at my reviews and honest about my reviews. Thank you so much for watching.